He watches from the trees, always watching. The words echo with a chill. They speak of something ancient, something predatory, something that lurks just beyond the edge of our vision. They speak of Slender Man. He emerged from the darkest corners of the internet, a creature born of digital whispers and shared nightmares. Slender Man quickly transcended his online origins, seeping into popular culture, video games, and even our darkest fears. His influence culminated in a real-life tragedy, a stark reminder of the blurred line between fantasy and reality. The year was 2009. On the humor website Something Awful, a thread challenged users to create paranormal images. A user named Eric Knudsen, under the pseudonym Victor Surge, responded. He unleashed 2 haunting images. These images were accompanied by chilling captions. They hinted at a creature that stalked children, a creature that was responsible for their disappearances. The internet, hungry for the macabre, latched on. The legend spread like wildfire. Slender Man was no longer confined to a single thread. He was everywhere. In fan art, short stories and videos, he was a blank canvas onto which people could project their deepest fears. Slender Man is a creature of contradictions. He exists in the realm of the familiar, yet he is utterly alien. His presence is both a whisper in the wind and a shadow in the corner of your eye. He is the embodiment of the unknown, lurking just beyond the edge of our understanding. He is both familiar and utterly alien. The Slender Man is often depicted as a tall, thin figure, towering over his surroundings with an eerie grace. His height alone is enough to unsettle, but it is his otherworldly appearance that truly terrifies. He is often depicted as a tall, thin figure. His limbs are unnaturally long and contorted, bending in ways that defy human anatomy. These twisted appendages seem to reach out as if to ensnare those who dare to venture too close. His limbs are unnaturally long and contorted. They stretch and twist, creating an unsettling silhouette against the darkened backdrop of the forest. This grotesque form is a stark contrast to the pristine black suit he wears. His suit is black, blending seamlessly into the shadows. This attire, so formal and out of place in the wild, adds to the surreal nature of his appearance. It is as if he is a spectre from another time, haunting the present. But it is his face, or lack thereof, that truly unsettles. The blank, white visage is devoid of any features, a canvas of emptiness that reflects nothing back. This facelessness is a void, an abyss that draws you in and leaves you questioning your own reality. The absence of eyes, nose and mouth is deeply unnerving. It is a stark reminder of the unknown, of the things that lurk in the dark corners of our minds. This featureless face is a symbol of the fear of the unseen, the terror of the void. It speaks to a void, an emptiness that chills the soul. This void is not just physical but psychological, a representation of the deepest fears that reside within us. It is the fear of the unknown, the fear of what lies beyond our comprehension. His powers are as varied as the tales told about him. He is said to teleport, to appear and disappear at will, defying the laws of physics. This ability to move through space and time adds to his mystique, making him an even more formidable figure. He is said to teleport, to control minds, to induce sickness and madness. These abilities are not just physical, but psychological, affecting the very core of a person's being. The mere presence of Slender Man can cause a person to lose their grip on reality. This affliction, known as slender sickness, manifests in nosebleeds, nausea, and vivid nightmares. These symptoms are a physical manifestation of the psychological terror he induces. They are a reminder of his power to affect both body and mind. It is a psychosomatic manifestation of the fear he inspires. This fear is not just a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated terror that can consume a person's entire being. It is the fear of the unknown, the fear of the faceless horror that is Slender Man. Slender Man's influence spread rapidly through the internet. He became a viral sensation, a digital campfire story shared in hushed tones. He spawned countless fan-made stories, artwork, and videos. He became a collaborative mythology, each contribution adding to his chilling legend. His influence extended beyond online communities. He inspired independent video games like and its sequel. These games, which challenged players to collect pages while evading Slender Man, became cult classics. Slender Man had crossed over. He was no longer just an internet meme, he was a cultural phenomenon. The year 2014 marked a dark turning point in SlenderMan's story. What began as an internet meme, a fictional character born from the depths of online forums, took a sinister turn that no one could have predicted. Two 12-year-old girls in Waukesha, Wisconsin, lured their friend into the woods and stabbed her 19 times. The serene, quiet town was suddenly thrust into the national spotlight as the gruesome details of the crime emerged. Their motive? They claimed they were trying to appease SlenderMan. This fictional character, with his faceless visage and unnaturally long limbs, had somehow convinced these young girls that he was real and that he demanded a sacrifice. The case sent shockwaves through the nation. Parents, educators, and law enforcement were all left grappling with the implications. How could a character from a horror story have such a profound and dangerous influence on children? It sparked a media frenzy, with many blaming SlenderMan and the internet for the tragedy. News outlets dissected every aspect of the case, from the girls' online activities to the psychological impact of internet culture on young minds. The girls, both diagnosed with mental illnesses, were tried as adults. The courtroom became a battleground for debates on mental health, juvenile justice, and the role of digital media in shaping young minds. They were sentenced to decades in mental health institutions. Their lives, forever altered by their actions, became a stark reminder of the consequences of losing touch with reality. The Waukesha stabbing was a horrific reminder of the power of belief and the potential consequences of blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. It underscored the need for vigilance in understanding the media our children consume and the narratives they internalize. The tragedy left an indelible mark on the community and served as a cautionary tale for the digital age. Section 6. SlenderMan on trial. The case that gripped the nation and sparked a heated debate about the influence of internet culture on young minds. The trial of the two girls was a complex and emotionally charged affair. It wasn't just a legal battle, it was a clash of ideologies and a test of our understanding of the digital age. It raised difficult questions about mental health, internet culture, and the responsibility of parents and society. How could two seemingly ordinary girls commit such a heinous act? What role did the internet play in shaping their beliefs and actions? The prosecution argued that the girls knew right from wrong and planned the attack meticulously. They presented evidence showing the girls' detailed preparations and their chilling resolve to carry out the stabbing. The defense, however, argued that the girls' young ages and mental illnesses made them susceptible to delusions. They painted a picture of two vulnerable children who were unable to distinguish fantasy from reality. They believed that SlenderMan was real and that they needed to please him to protect themselves and their families. This belief, the defense claimed, was a result of their fragile mental states and the pervasive influence of online horror stories. The case divided public opinion. On one side, there were those who saw the girls as victims of a dangerous online phenomenon, manipulated by the dark corners of the internet. Some saw the girls as victims of a dangerous online phenomenon. They argued that the real culprits were the creators of the SlenderMan myth and the platforms that allowed such content to proliferate. Others viewed them as cold-blooded criminals who deserved harsh punishment. They believed that, regardless of their age or mental state, the girls should be held accountable for their actions. The trial, with its intense emotions and high stakes, left a lasting impact on everyone involved and continues to be a topic of discussion and debate. Section 7. The Enduring Shadow. Despite the controversy and tragedy, SlenderMan's grip on the public imagination has not waned. He continues to inspire countless stories, videos, and works of art. He has become a modern-day boogeyman, a cautionary tale for the digital age. But SlenderMan's legacy is not entirely negative. He has also fostered creativity and sparked important conversations about internet culture, mental health, and the responsibility we have to protect children from harmful content. Section 8. The Blurry Line. The story of SlenderMan is a stark reminder of the power of stories. It highlights the blurred line between fantasy and reality, particularly in the digital age where information spreads rapidly and without context. It is a cautionary tale about the importance of media literacy and critical thinking. We must be vigilant about the content we consume and share. We must teach young people to critically evaluate information. and to distinguish between fiction and reality. We must be aware of the potential consequences of our online actions. Section 9. A digital ghost story. Slender Man remains an enigma. He is a digital ghost story, a product of our collective anxieties and fears. He is a reminder that even in the digital age, some stories are best left untold. His story is a reminder that the internet, for all its wonders, can also be a breeding ground for darkness and fear. It is up to us to navigate this digital landscape with caution, awareness, and a healthy dose of skepticism.